It's one of the most emotional send-offs in world sport. Once every 4 years, thousands of fans gather to wave goodbye to their sailing heroes as they embark on one of the sport's toughest challenges. It's a grueling, solo, non-stop race around the planet, and half of its entrants won't make the finish line.
Vendée Globe is 24,000 miles at sea, alone, 100 days. The challenge is immense.
Nobody understands why these people are going all around the world, solo sailing, non-stop, no assistance, nothing, and there is no money to earn. Some of them could even not come back.
This month on Mainsail, we're in northwest France for the start of the legendary offshore charge around the planet that is the Vendée Globe.
In the modern age, surrounded by the constant hum of 21st century living, time to think is often very hard to come by.
So being alone, time away from our constantly fast-paced modern digital age is relaxing, it's peaceful. Time to think, time to breathe, it's essential. But you won't want to do it for 3 months.
But that's what the 29 skippers of this edition of the grueling Vendée Globe are about to undertake. 3 months at sea, alone, in some of the wildest oceans on the planet, racing solo as far from civilization as it's possible to get. Some call it the Everest of the seas. It's a truly epic undertaking, leaving Les Sables d'Olonne into the winter storms of the North Atlantic, down through the doldrums to the southern hemisphere, and then into the vicious weather systems of the roaring 40s. The route passes the Cape of Good Hope, tracks across the vast Indian Ocean, passing Cape Leuin, after which the even greater expanse of the Pacific Ocean takes the fleet towards the southernmost point of the race, the infamous Cape Horn. Make it this far, and it's a turn north, back up the unpredictable weather systems of the Atlantic in a run for home that very often sees the race won or lost. The race starts and finishes here, on the northwest coast of France, in the town of Les Sables d'Olonne. And it's here in this marina, before the race even begins, that you really start to get a sense of what this race is all about. For several weeks before the start, hundreds of thousands of spectators file along this dock, standing in line for hours to catch a glimpse of their heroes. In the 7 previous editions of the race, 138 sailors have crossed the start line. Just 78 have made it back to the finish. More people have stood on the summit of Mount Everest.
For most of the people, it's not a race, it's an adventure first, because they know that some of them won't finish and it's very dangerous. In France, if you ask people what is the main event in sports, first is always Tour de France. Second is Vendée Globe. This is a huge event in France, and they want to be part of it. They want to say, I was there.
The current record for the completion of the Vendée Globe is 78 days, a feat achieved in the last edition by French Vendée Globe rookie François Gabard. He's not competing this year, but this fleet is one of the most experienced the race has ever seen.
In a race like this, even with a comprehensive form guide, it's impossible to make a solid prediction about who might win. But there is a sense that within the fleet there are those that would be happy to get round the planet, and then there are those that are the real contenders.
The generally accepted favourite here is 2 times Vendée runner-up Armel Lecléache, the man they call the Jackal. He's calculated, he's focused, he's a string of high-profile victories to his name, and he's running a brand new downwind weapon of a boat.
It's a quest for me. I began 10 years ago to do this race. I want to finish first. I'm ready to start.
And what a lineup it is. Remarkably, there are 5 sailors in this fleet embarking on their 4th Vendée Globe attempt. Jean-Pierre Dick has finished the race twice and just missed out on a podium in the last edition. And Vincent Riou, previous winner, twice podium finisher, he has unfinished business after pulling out in the last event just 2 weeks in.
On est pressé de partir. Maintenant, il est temps d'arrêter de parler du Vendée Globe. Il est temps de le faire. Il est temps de partir naviguer.
And then there's this man, Alex Thompson. 3 times he has started the Vendée Globe, but he's only made the distance once. He has a brand new boat and is desperate to claim his place in history as the first ever Briton to win this illustrious race around the planet. From a fleet of 29, statistics say only 15 will finish. This race doesn't discriminate. The best prepared campaigns have all fallen foul to simple bad luck.
It's inevitable that the better funded teams will be the better prepared, and that in a race like this, experience really does count. But this race isn't just about the big shots.
There are 13 Vendée Globe rookies this time around. Although they may be short on Vendée experience, just making it to the start line takes a lot of determination. 6 months ago, we filmed with New Zealander Conrad Coleman as he desperately tried to pull his campaign together to ready his boat and make the strict qualification criteria. Just weeks before the deadline, Conrad's entry was accepted. He's in Le Sable d'Olonne, an amazing achievement for a boat with no support from a title sponsor.
You know, not being here was a daily reality. We've been living, minute to minute and hand to mouth all year long. We're really tired, myself, my team. It's been a rough few months, but it's great to be here.
Conrad, what's kept you going throughout all of that?
2 things. One is this undying ambition to be here, and the other is this burning fear of failure. You know, this year has been equal parts running towards a big carrot and fleeing demons.
Conrad, when you start on Sunday, it's going to be a bit harder to get a hold of you. You are going to keep in touch though?
For sure. Now we are ultra connected. We've got satellite communication systems on board, and I'll be sending back regular updates with video, photos and text to help you follow along on the adventure.
Well, I'm excited to follow your adventure. And if you want to keep up to date on Conrad's progress around the planet, have a look at the sailing pages at CNN Online.